And there it goes. He is recording in progress.
There you go.
I was not prepared for this.
Oh, then why did you do it?
Because I like a challenge.
I love every artist gets on stage and goes, "Oh gosh, me? I guess."
Right, me?
Dun, dun, dun. I love it. Hey, everybody, welcome to Inspirations Beyond Disabilities. This isn't the actual show or stream, but we started everything because we got our guest here and we got a host here, and we are just setting up.
Waiting for two more people is all.
Talking about Hawaii. And I love Hawaii. Hawaii has some of those spots on the planet with just some of the greatest ancient culture. I love it.
See, and I love that you acknowledge that. A lot of people, which is understandable, right? A lot of people view Hawaii as the 50th state, therefore, part of the U.S. But growing up, to me, that never made sense because we were never part of that damn continent. And it wasn't until I started learning from my ohana, my kupuna, so family and elders, that the story and the history of Hawaii is very, how should I say, very dark.
Very cool, though. Very cool. Very spiritual.
I think can I ask, when you say the darkness of like the history and stuff of Hawaii is it how the way it was acquired, where you're talking about the darkness?
How Hawaii was acquired by the United States, as well as when the British missionaries came.
That part of the history I don't know. I know about the invasion. I know about America taking over, but yeah.
So you know about how it was taken over, but when it comes to the British missionaries and all of that, you're not
too
sure.
I don't
which
know
is
about that.
Educate us.
But I know they were the leaders
time.
in the slave trade at the time. I know that's what England was doing at the time. I just didn't know they made it to Hawaii.
That's another topic which I'm still learning about, is black burning within Polynesia. People traveling through these specific routes in order to pick up islanders and take them to places like New Zealand or Australia and make them work.
Anywhere away from what you know in your home. Yeah.
Yes.
Who else just joined?
I heard a ding dong.
Yeah, I heard a ding dong ditch.
I haven't played that since I was a kid.
Who that though?
Who that is?
Is that a Kevin? Is that a Kai? Is that a sty in my eye?
Kai in Hawaiian means it can mean the sea. So like malama ke kai, right? Take care of the sea.
Like that.
Apparently,
it can
Kai,
also
when you
mean.
Come and listen to this later. Your name means sea, and I think it was.
It can also mean the type of sand. Just putting it out there.
That's interesting. New lessons with the Hawaiian man.
What?
All right, Kevin.
Yeah, hear me good?
Okay. You just chopped a little bit, but try again.
Testing 1 2 1 2.
Okay,
I
beautiful.
like that.
Testing. Let me double check. Hold on. Give me a sec, because I gotta actually tweak my mic a bit.
Oh.
I wish I had a.
All right, Jason. Let's
mic. He got excited.
Oh no, that shit don't bother me at all.
No, that's okay.
I'm used to that already.
I'm not going to deny professional setups turn me on. Sorry.
Tweak it, big boy.
Give me like 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
Sorry, I'm not pumped about the guy with the earbuds,
Oh my god, that was funny the way you did it though. By the way, Jason, how do I come across? Because these headphones don't have mics.
You sound better. You sound like you're in a room though,
He sounds like he's in a room. I like it.
Yo, there's no pleasing this mother lover.
Well, yeah, no, your guests sound wonderful. They both sound like they're not in a room.
I'm a mother.
Fudge you. There's no pleasing him anymore. I'm done. I give up. Good night.
There is pleasing me. It's just not in your budget.
I don't know if that's. I think that would be more viewable on this, this website. What is it called? Oh yeah, OnlyFans. No, just kidding.
Right.
You know what?
Ezric would thrive on OnlyFans.
Would he thrive on OnlyFans?
I believe.
How many subscribers would you have on OnlyFans?
He just needs
Bro,
one.
we're not doing this. We're not doing this. I'm stepping away from this conversation.
But what would we call it? Ezric's amazing nipples?
I was just about to say. I remember this conversation about the nipples of Ezric.
Of course, of the nipples of Ezric. That might be the title of an episode we didn't even start recording yet.
The nipples of Ezric. Yes.
I'm not high enough for this.
Can you imagine back in the day, like way back in like the medieval era? Hello, good sir. I am requiring the nipples of Ezric.
Can I just say kudos for switching your voice so easily?
Accents are all over the place in this show. I love it.
Testicles. That is all.
Yes, Kai. As soon as Kai chimed in, we were like, testicles.
That is all.
That is all.
Yes.
Okay. Ooh, that was sexy.
Oh. Yeah.
Why, thank you.
I always wanted to meet a friend that could play the ukulele so I could just get tracks and just sing on them. I want to practice them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's
we can make that happen. We can make it happen.
Can I just say something? I no disrespect to you, Mana.
Right.
But
ooh.
I want Joe, Shai's boyfriend, to play the sax.
With the ukulele?
I actually like the sound of the saxophone.
That is one of my favorite instruments. I don't know why.
I'm back.
Okay, so
it just takes so much effort for a wind instrument. I feel bad for the people doing it,
I do at to some extent, but then again, like they've gone through training and they know how to, use their quote unquote diaphragms.
That's true.
And their breaths.
Well, for what instrument?
The saxophone. Or any wind instrument for that matter.
Yeah.
It's a lot of blood.
Yeah, it's a lot.
You know what I think the other thing is with you playing the ukulele and the guitar, I think with that it's more your fingers now. Like
it is. That's why I say my finger game's strong.
Okay, shut up.
To all the ladies out there.
It is way too early in the morning for this.
No, it's not. It's 12.
There you go.
Dude, it's only 9.
It's 9
over here.
Time.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's 9 over here.
My bad, Jit.
No, you good. You good.
Early for some is late for others.
Say Jit?
Yeah, I've been using that shit, OD.
Oh my God, you haven't even left to Florida yet, and you're when we hang out, I'm smacking you in the face.
Nah, Jit, you
no,
good,
I'm
Jit?
smacking you in the face. I'm smacking you in the face, bro.
Wow.
No, he just disrespected us as a whole city.
Nah.
I mean, you can deal with that because you're on the East Coast, so I'm over here.
It's not even that, yo. I actually. All right, yeah.
Hey, do you have a? I'm sorry, I didn't get your name. Do you have a gain you can turn slightly down?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
My name is Kevin, by the way.
Hi, Kevin.
What's up, Kevin?
Your conversation is great, but your enthusiasm whatever that means, whatever you call the noises.
Noises.
Nah, it's just my mic. It's probably a little bit too high.
There you go. Hot. Yeah, that's what it is. You're good. You sound good now. Yay, welcome. Thank you for being here on Inspirations Beyond Disabilities. I don't know why you are. I don't know anything about you, but I look forward to meeting you.
I don't know why I'm here either.
Yes, you do.
So it's fine.
Well, I'm here for the
You're not
Filipino
supposed to encourage him. Oh yeah, that's gonna happen. That's definitely gonna happen. Right. Which, by the way, we'll get into that story about Ezric. trying Filipino food for the first time.
Shut the fuck up.
Let's start with Ezric eating Filipino food.
You know what? Just for that,
Wait. What's this about you eating Filipino food?
I never got to, and he's mad at me because I didn't.
You lies.
McDonald's
lies
instead.
You tell. Lies you
Why
tell.
you went to
said,
McDonald's instead of Filipino food?
Dude,
It was
okay,
a
so
long
he tells...
story.
Tell
So
me he
Ezric-
turned down a
I got
Jolly.
I got time. We can talk about this.
We were talking on the phone, and Ezric and I got in a conversation about food and how he's wanted to try a couple other things. And I told him that, half of the family is Filipino. So I said, I have a couple of dishes that you might like to try. Let me help you do some research on some places in New York. So I go, I do the work on the internet, trying to find some places. I give him the address and the name of the restaurant, and he goes and looks up the menu. He's all excited, trying to go like, oh yeah, I'm going to go here later today. I'm going to get picked up. This guy texts me and he goes, I know you're going to be mad at me. I know you're going to be mad at me, but I got 2 chicken sandwiches from McDonald's.
Wow.
Why? That's the question. Why you blew off Filipino food for 2 chicken sandwiches, bro?
I'm not going to lie, though. If it was a spicy chicken sandwich, I can't get mad at you. But still at the same time, like it's food. It's Filipino food. Come on now.
Can I just explain myself just a little bit?
No.
Yeah.
Your camera is too low, by the way.
No. You avoiding Jollibee is the worst thing I've ever heard about you.
Oh my god, he said
Jollibee. Let's go. Is a little bit too low. Your camera is a little bit too low.
Your nipples are showing.
Your nipples. The nipples of Ezric.
Well, this is a nipple-centric show here at Inspirations Beyond Disability.
How about that?
That's what it's all about.
Right?
I don't know. My camera has a tendency to flipping around. Hold on.
Hey, there he is.
I have no vision to see it, so I have no idea.
Oh, okay. Now we know why you're on the show. Hi, Kevin. How you doing? You got your camera set up, so you have some vision, I'm guessing.
I put up the tripod and I just set it in front. That's all I know.
Okay.
I got. What's up?
Now let's do this right. Let's do this right, everybody. Now that we got everybody here.
Okay.
To be honest, I thought I was about to be late.
Me too.
Nah, you guys were good.
I literally woke up like 3 minutes ago.
I think some of us all just recently woke up, Kai including.
It's a struggle out here.
It's breaking here. Yo, you know it's snowing?
Yeah, I know. Mother Nature has shitted on us like a pigeon.
Wow.
I guess so.
Wow. Pigeons poop white, let me be.
Or do they? How do you know?
You know, I actually had a chance to eat a pigeon once.
What?
Okay, what?
So I was doing this gig at a hotel for a travel agency about 3 years ago. And after the presentations that they did and after all the music we played, they gave us dinner. Standard, steak, mashed potatoes, vegetables, piece of chicken. But there's this other piece of meat on the plate. Small little piece of meat with small bones. And I thought it was just a little thing of dark meat chicken because that's what it tasted like. And it wasn't until on the ride home, one of our friends that was driving us, we were all talking about the dinner, and he goes, so how did you guys like that squab? And I was like, the hell is squab? My other friend turns to me and he was like, that's pigeon. And I sat there and I'm just
it was like he was contemplating.
I've eaten some weird shit growing up being from another culture, but pigeon was not something I expected.
I ate rabbit, but then I realized it wasn't that unnormal because Kai said she had rabbit too, right, Kai?
Well,
rabbit isn't that unnormal, actually.
I know. I had it in DR.
Even deer. I've heard about rabbit. I've never had rabbit. I've had deer or what is it called? Venison?
Yeah.
Yeah. Never had that in my life.
Fermented duck egg.
Yes, I have when I was a kid. So that
like venison is weird, but a fermented duck egg, that's normal.
Jason likes to go back to Filipino food. So we have what is called balut. And balut is an unfertilized duck egg that's been boiled, and you crack it on the bigger end. You crack the bigger end open and you drink the yolk that's inside, and as you peel back the shell, There's an unborn duck fetus just staring at you. Yes, the eyes are still intact. There might be feathers.
Huh?
There goes my appetite.
You do know.
Dang.
So no. Okay, so hold on. Wait a minute. The best part though is that it's believed to be a delicacy, meaning it helps certain parts of the male grow.
So it's like unagi,
Which part?
but
The
like
arm?
the Filipino version.
Right, the fingertips.
Right. That's what maybe like fingernail is what I was thinking, but
Yeah.
fingertips.
It helps you perform better. It will make you bigger.
Okay, so you're like a better singer.
Right.
You know.
Taller,
Your
so you can get on the ride.
penis will grow if you eat it.
Penis. Elaborate on that. I'm having an issue with that. What's
Oh
that?
my God, dear Jesus.
This isn't even IBD After Dark yet. What the hell?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
We found the new COVID cure for your penis, and it is fermented duck eggs.
Now,
do I need three? Do I need three boosters?
Somebody get Joe Rogan on the phone. We got a new
Jesus Christ! All right, let's go. Let's do this.
Okay, because we only have Kai till 1 apparently, so let's get it going.
Can I ask a question?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I'm scared.
Right now, there's a controversy, and Spotify is dumping Neil Young for Joe Rogan, and all the musicians are in an uproar. And Peter Frampton and Tom Petty, the other people are joining the boycott on Spotify. And I'm just wondering how that affects you guys as musicians, because that's a platform in which a lot of musicians are recognized and noticed, you know? Sorry,
Can I
Kevin?
answer that really quickly?
Oh, yeah. You're a podcaster as well. And yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, because I'm like the least musician here. Last Dance of Mary Jane, if that's no longer on Spotify, I'm going to cry, but everything else, I don't care.
Okay.
Neil Young is
what if
Pink
I was
Floyd,
on
right?
Spotify? What if a guest was on Spotify and then
a
we were
guest
just
is
thrown
on
in that
Spotify.
category?
Yeah, 3 of us
I
are
don't
on
care.
Spotify.
Oh shoot, yeah.
There you go.
Three.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, like, would you side for promoting independent artists, or would you side with the more commercial artists that are pulling off the site? You know, it's like got to be devastating for musicians in general. I'm just wondering how you think about eliminating a platform like that from your potential. You know,
I'm sorry, I actually didn't hear the question.
Spotify is being boycotted. How does that make you feel as a musician? Do you use Spotify? Is this a point? Does it matter?
Well, at the stage of my career at this point in time, like right now, I haven't got to a point that I'm making a complete living off of music.
Right.
So for me, like, there's no real benefit to it. Like, if I boycott it or not, for me, it wouldn't matter.
Gotcha. Okay.
But it's crazy to actually hear that people are boycotting Spotify, because Spotify is the most paid platform right now for artists.
Right.
For artists in general. Like they're the ones that are giving out the biggest the biggest profit, basically. Because YouTube, I think, is only giving like, I think it's $1 and some change. Apple Music is doing about the same. Spotify, I think, is almost at $2 or something like that.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, they just lost $25 billion in the last 3 days.
Jesus.
So wait, what was the argument about? I mean, why
I'm not quite sure. Joe Rogan is a podcast on it, and he said that if you don't get rid of Neil Young, I'm gonna pull off the site. So Spotify sided with Joe Rogan.
But who's Neil Young?
Oh, I thought it went the other way. I thought Neil Young said if you don't get rid of Joe Rogan, he was gonna leave. And then
wait,
Spotify
so
was like,
is it two podcasters, or is it a podcaster and an artist?
A podcaster and an artist?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Neil Young was like, I don't like what Joe Rogan is saying about the vaccine, so if you don't pull him off, then I'm gonna go. And Spotify was like, dude, who the fuck are you?
Oh,
but
that
I could be wrong.
I'm confused on who's Neil Young.
Wow, exactly. I love you. There's a band called Crosby, Stills and Nash. Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. They made some of the best music of the 70s. And then Neil Young went on. He was the high-pitched voice, and then the high-pitched voice went solo, and nobody really cared. You know,
got him.
I mean, and how much? Well, what's his fan reach is the question.
Oh, millions. But Joe Rogan has
like we're
too.
talking about Drake level fan base, or we're talking about
like the Eagles fan base, like that big, like big.
We're talking.
They're talking
classic,
like bees.
We're talking
like Van Halen size. I don't know, the
huge.
old hippies.
Oh, we're talking bees, like billions and the billions.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes a hell of a lot more sense on what's going on. Because I'm like, if it's an artist that only has, let's say, about, I don't know, 100,000, it's just like something.
Right. It's just publicity. But I don't know. I don't like Neil Young saying get Joe Rogan off, but I don't like Joe Rogan saying
the same thing back.
Yeah. So
I mean, look, it's really all public opinion with the vaccine. I don't know why they're bringing that into Spotify.
Right.
If it's about that, like if it's about that specifically, like there's no point to bringing that into Spotify, because that has nothing to do with Spotify. Spotify is strictly music. And from the look of it, Spotify has its freedom with music, and it should be clear about it. Like,
it should be kept as such, because that's how you know too. Like, if the topic of the vaccine is being brought forth with this whole Spotify, that's how you know this country is freaking divided on everything. Yeah. When it can penetrate a service that has nothing to do with the vaccine or COVID at all, and it's just strictly music, because they know that music captures a wider audience. That's how you know they're trying to utilize it for their fair gain.
Good point. I just think two guys that have theirs already are just eliminating options for people.
Yeah, everybody else. That's literally what it. That's literally what it sounds like. That's literally what it sounds like. They're bickering for no reason.
The shitty part is, like, this isn't unheard of when it comes to the whole music industry. There's so much shit that goes on behind the scenes that can fuck with everything, you know, that deals with artists, fan base.
Oh yeah, that's
promotion.
That's definitely true.
There's so much that goes on that mainstream people, like the media, does not report on.
That's true. And if you don't do your research, you could get caught in the crossfire too.
For sure. Sorry, Ezric, I didn't mean to hijack the conversation. I was just
no, you're fine.
It's such a topical thing. I'm just kind of curious how everybody feels about it. Now I have to do the research, Kai. Thanks.
No problem.
Okay.
He has homework for today.
All right, you go ahead, Ezric. I'm going to do my homework.
You're about to start Googling right now. Put a little back page on it. Hold on.
I was gonna say put some background music, like a montage of him Googling.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, that's the one.
The famous training scene before he comes back.
Oh yeah, before the battle. Go final countdown.
His brain just has muscles now. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go, Jason. There you go. You can walk out to that after you're done doing your research.
Beautiful.
The final countdown.
All right, let's go.
He knows Europe, but not Neil Young. That's crazy to me.
Get it.
Okay, I'm done. All right, let's get serious.
Let's get it. Okay, let's go.
Oh man.
All right. So welcome to Inspirations Beyond Disabilities. I'm Ezric. We have Kai. Kai, say hi.
What's going on?
You know, because
why did I say it like that?
Fly. You know, in the background we have, you know, Jason producing.
Hi.
Jason, say hello.
Why did I say it? Hello.
Hi, I'm Jason. Come on.
Hello, I'm Jason.
There it is. And, you know, we have our two guests, Mana, aka Mr. Please forgive me if I mispronounce this. Makapo.
Sounded. Yeah, he got it.
Yo, you gotta give Nella credit. I gotta give Nella.
I do. Also, aloha kakahiaka kako po. Good morning to each and every one of you guys.
I'm gonna just pretend like I knew what that was, and that was way too fast for mine.
I got caught off guard as well.
Just slapped in the face with that Hawaiian. We all felt that.
Oh, yes. And we have my boy Kevin, aka Little K.
What's going
on? Artist. So today we're going to be talking about musicians, and also how it relates to, we're just going to naturally let that flow into how it relates to them being, VIPs.
Very
and I'm not just talking about, them being very important people.
I'm sorry, Ezra, I didn't mean to take your joke.
No, you good.
That sunshine was stolen from him.
So sorry.
Just got snatched.
All right, Kai, go.
Oh, whoever made that noise, how'd you do
did.
that? How did you do it?
You flick. Okay, so it's like you're flicking your cheek and trying to whistle at the same time.
Oh, well, shit, I can't fucking whistle, so.
That sounds like a teardrop.
Okay, so no joke. I spent 4 hours one time on Logic trying to create that sound with a sine synthwave. Is there any way I could get you to send me that so I can sample it?
Yes, you can. I can send it to you.
You are amazing.
Thank you.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
Say what you wanted to say before, the whole, I can't do it.
Wait, was I gonna say some crass shit? What was I gonna say?
No, you cut me off and then you felt bad. Like what you were gonna say before you cut me off.
Oh, I wasn't gonna say anything. I just said very important people, and then I felt bad because I stole your joke.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good.
I didn't know you were gonna say
the whole premise of the show is trying to keep Ezric from actually getting to the point of the show. That's what we did with Dinella. That's what we did with Claire.
I've seen it all.
Make it happen.
That's how we did 45 minutes on nipples.
What?
Dear Jesus.
Ezra, why is your camera off?
He doesn't know.
The salmon floating lazily down the stream on a
It
warm
wasn't
summer
salmon,
night.
It was catfish.
Summer night. I love it.
On a summer's eve.
On a summer's eve. It was a summer's eve. There we go.
It was catfish.
It was a catfish. That's right. It was a catfish. Oh my god.
Not salmon.
Christ.
Hi, Daisy. Sorry.
And how do you say it? Salmon or salmon?
How dare you asshole. So our family growing up, we read it, right? So like the Filipino side, salmon, SALMON. If it's salmon, why the hell is the L there?
Just so who we can tell isn't American. If you say salmon, we already know not to give you a visa or a green card. You know what I mean?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, nah.
Well,
sorry.
It's okay.
I thought we were doing honesty here.
Jesus Christ.
I'm not touching that.
Let's not go there. Let's not go there.
You don't want to go there.
Step away.
You just called me when it's ready. You know what I mean?
No, well.
All right, so guys, let's just start off with an introduction to both of your guys' music, what you guys' backstory is, and then open it up to questions.
Sounds good.
So who thinks they're ready to go first? Kevin or Mana?
Doesn't matter. Flip a coin on it. I'm always ready.
Heads or tails?
He really tails.
Okay, Google, flip a coin.
It's heads.
Mana.
Hey. Once again, aloha you guys. My name is Mana. He wants a backstory. So I am 29, originally from the beautiful islands of Hawaii, but now live in California. My musical influences come from my family. We were a family of musicians. There was always music playing around the house, primarily Hawaiian music, so traditional leo ki'e or Hawaiian falsetto, kiho'alu or Hawaiian slaki guitar. Family gatherings were a big thing. And during those family gatherings, we would have what is called kanikapila, or a gathering of musicians. So we'd be sitting in the backyard or the garage, just playing and singing music. I've always been attracted to it from a very young age. I was always listening to how things were sung. I just lost my damn train of thought. Hold on. Music I found growing up played a very important part in my life growing up as a visually impaired person. I'm sure we all know the struggles of going to school and going through the stages of your school peers either questioning you or doing things to you because you were visually impaired or blind. Music was a way for me to escape all of that. Um, I love the sound of the guitar, the ukulele, the keyboards. And so when I was about 7, my dad gave me a keyboard just to try and figure things out. So I would sit there for hours playing by ear, trying to match different notes. Later on down the line, my auntie gave me my first ukulele, and that was a whole nother ball game because it was a stringed instrument. So I had to learn how to position my fingers on the fretboard to figure out different notes. But it was something I wanted to do because Hawaiian music has always been something I've loved. Um, this might get a little deep. So when I was 12, it became a lot to handle. Being blind, being put down from either my peers, my teachers, even some family members. And I thought, what if I wasn't here anymore? Maybe I would be less of a burden. I forgot what song I was listening to, but I had realized that music was a way for people to release what they're feeling through their lyrics. Um, and I thought, what if I could do that one day? If I could help someone the way that music has helped me, because it took me out of a dark place, thinking about attempting to end everything. If I could help someone out there who may be going through the same thing, I wonder what that would be like, how that would feel like as someone who has gone through some hardships in life. So I continued to play. Eventually, I started learning how to sing, just practicing. I would be at all the different island festivals, playing at friends' vendors and booths, which then got me recognized. And I was asked to play for weddings or birthday parties or, small things at first. In high school, I had the opportunity to do this work experience staying at a place of my choosing. So I was working on weekends, playing music in front of this Hawaiian store. From there came more people who started to listen to my music and asked if I was available for booking and, to play. Throughout that time, through some gigs, I've been able to meet other musicians that I've looked up to since I was little. For those of you guys who are football fans, Junior Seau had a restaurant in San Diego back in the day. Most people know him as a football player for the San Diego Chargers. I knew him as someone who came up to me randomly, just a random blind person, and said, continue to do what you do. Continue to share this passion of music because I see the love that you have for it. And more people need to experience what you have to offer. So if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be where I am today, having this confidence in myself to get myself out there. Music I've used not only as a way to help me relax at the end of the day, but I've used it to make an easier time of getting out in the public as someone who's blind. Because all of you guys know that's hard, yeah? So, geez, what else would you like to know, Ezra? That's pretty much my life story. Up until I moved to the Bay Area, networking I found out was a huge thing. And as an artist, as a musician, as anyone really, networking is one of the most important tools that you can have and you can utilize to get your name out there. Same way, going through a bunch of different festivals here, going through concerts, getting myself involved with the Hawaiian and Island community in order to make myself known and let people know that I do this sort of thing. I play music. That kind of spiraled into playing for various hula groups, different halau, for competitions, for festivals, opening up for big Hawaiian musicians that would hold concerts here. Eventually, that turned into nowadays writing my own lyrics, composing my own Hawaiian island reggae music and traditional Hawaiian songs. And now the goal is to hopefully record and release something within the next 2 years.
Wow.
Respect. Now, before I move on to Kevin, I have to ask you, Mana, what does your name mean?
So Lei Mana is my full name. Lei meaning, a garland. Mana meaning spiritual energy, or that strength you have within you. I was given the name Lei Mana, which is a lei of surrounding energy. Akahi is the second part of my name. And Akahi in Hawaiian meaning the first of, since I was the firstborn out of 3 boys.
Okay. I was also referring to your your other name, Mr.
Mr. Makapo. So Makapo in Hawaiian is a term to describe those of us who are blind. Maka meaning eye or eyes, and po meaning that realm of darkness, or po has a lot of meanings that have to do with darkness. Hawaiians had a weird sense of humor, but it's okay. So henceforth Makapo. And I thought it would sound a lot better than Mr. Blind.
No, I like that. That's tough.
So yeah, that's how that came about. I know that was kind of long. I apologize, you guys, but here we are.
Oh, lessons.
Nah, good.
Okay,
Kevin,
before we move on, I'm so sorry, Ezric. I gotta get this in. So I've got a question for you, Mana, if that is okay.
Of course.
How did you go about learning how to play the instruments that you played? Like, did somebody teach you? Was it self-taught?
No,
Were there
it's
any
all
resources?
it's all self-taught. The only thing that I had to go by was my old cassette tapes and CDs that I would listen to for hours and hours and hours throughout the day. So I would sit there.
Ear.
Yeah, it's all by ear. So I would sit there and practice and practice and practice along with the music, so I know that things sound correct.
Oh wait, do you have perfect pitch?
People say that I do. I don't know for sure.
Oh snap! Perfect pitch
Yes.
gang. What's up?
Hey.
Represent.
I'm looking for a producer. Just saying.
Hey, you got my contact.
I need to. I have your
Ezric,
TikTok, but I don't.
Give...
See, and he tells me that you guys are on the phone all the time, and I'm like, Ezric, if you're talking to me about being a guest on the podcast as a musician, and you're telling me about Kai and how she likes to produce, like, why haven't you guys put us in contact already?
Because he's selfish.
Damn. She's all mine. She's all mine.
How else is Kai gonna get that water drop sound?
Right. Come on, you're depriving me of the water drop sound.
I didn't even know he could do. See, there it goes.
I love it.
I didn't even know he could do that.
Yes, you did. You've heard it before.
No, I haven't. This is the first I've heard of it.
I call lies. We were on the phone. It was you, me, and Nella. We were talking, and I did it randomly. And you're like, "What the hell was that?" I think that was around. I feel like that was around the same time you said that you owed someone DoorDash.
Shut up.
Oh, was that Jen? I think that was Jen.
Yes.
Okay. Moving on. Kevin, introduce yourself.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Kevin, aka known as Little K. So what, you want me to just jump directly into the back story?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, my backstory is I gotta bring it back all the way then. Before I got into music, I actually was a baseball player. My main goal in life was to become a starting pitcher for the New York Yankees. But as I got older, I wasn't able to play anymore, basically. So by the time I hit 11, I had to let go of baseball. And the way that I picked up music, it was actually through a music video. Drake was just coming out as an artist. He just dropped Over. He just dropped a music video Over, and I don't know. I was downstairs in a basement watching it, and I was like, "Oh shit, this is something that I can actually do." Uh, this is something that I can actually do, and I don't know. From that moment on, I just like fell in love with music, and from there, I just started writing and was like, "Yeah, I could really pick this up," and that's really how I became like an artist. I fell in love with it. That's about it.
I love how music has the power to do something like that. Whether you have some kind of extensive background within music, or whether you, like you, Kevin, you just you seen the music video, and since music is primarily just audio, why not? That's something that we do, that we deal with on an everyday basis as people who are blind and visually impaired. So it's cool to hear you talk about how you were inspired just by that one
Literally,
thing to
I
become an
was
artist.
inspired. I was inspired like off of that one music video, and from
Mhm.
there, I just like I started writing. I recorded my first single when I was 16,
Nice.
and then I dropped my first mixtape when I was 19, and then I started producing because I also do produce. Uh, and I went to audio engineering school. So I also have a slight background on that. So I do produce. I mix, master, and I'm a songwriter. I obviously record music, and now at this point in time, I own my own record label.
Wow. Now I'm
Wow.
thoroughly impressed.
Living my dream. I always wanted to go to audio engineering school. What was
I
that
did
like?
too.
Audio engineering school. It was all right. It the because it was through Visions that I went to audio engineering. Like Visions had a music program,
Can you
and
explain to them what Visions is? Because
oh,
this is
Vision
just a New York thing to us.
Okay. Visions is an organization that helps you basically adapt as a visually impaired person, and their job is to help you adapt to the society of being like visually impaired, and they'll help you find jobs. They'll help you go to school.
Oh, so kind
Um,
of like our Department of Rehab Services here in California. Kind of they
Not
do the
exactly.
same.
It would be like Lighthouse.
Oh, like okay, okay,
yeah,
Lighthouse.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
that makes more sense then. Okay.
yeah,
Because
definitely.
our version of DOR is the New York State Commission for the Blind and visually handicapped.
Mm-mm-mm.
But Kevin, continue.
I think I said everything that I needed to say.
Okay,
Oh,
can I ask you some questions? Oh wait,
yeah,
who?
go
Someone
ahead.
was gonna say something. I'm so
No, no,
sorry.
no. It was me. It was me. It was me. You could go.
Oh shoot. And of course I would kick my entire setup. Okay. So one question. What DAW do you personally prefer to use, if you don't mind saying?
Well, I only used three DAWs, which it was Ableton, FL Studio, and was it Logic that I used in school? And Logic. Yeah, Logic. Personal favorite is for me, I prefer using FL Studio, and I actually do own FL Studio, I bought FL Studio. So that's the one that I'm using at the moment.
Okay, that makes sense. I feel like that. So you said you live in New York?
Hmm.
Do you have like a home studio? Like, what is your setup like? Because I know that New York is quite noisy. So, like, how do you go about recording your vocals and things like that in New York?
The thing is like where I live, it's quiet, and I live behind a house, so it's like it's very exclusive, basically. So there's not a lot of noise where I'm at, but at this point in time, I have 2 speakers, a monitor, my laptop, microphone setup, and a webcam. So that's all I really have. I haven't treated the room for soundproof yet because, as Ezra said earlier in the conversation, I am moving to Florida pretty soon. So I gotta see how that's gonna be like.
Oh, Florida. Okay, so it said in your bio or something like that that writing hooks and lyrics just kind of came easily to you. At what point did you realize that that was something that you were good at that felt natural?
To be honest, I don't even know. I just know that I can do it. Like if you put on a beat right now, I can literally come up with a hook within like, I don't know, 10, probably within like 5 minutes of hearing the beat.
So do you make your own beats?
I could, like, I can actually produce, but I have the tendencies of like, I don't know, purchasing out beats. I don't like how like I produce beats, but people love my beats. But I don't use my beats.
What is your
personally.
system for creating a beat? Do you like start with a synth melody and go from there, or do you start with like 808s, or like how do you go about building your beats?
It really depends because I can start off, let's say, with a drum pattern, which is something easy, you know, and then from there come up with a melody and then like synths and all of that. But I don't necessarily have like a specific way of like creating a beat. I start off with the tempo first, like whatever I'm feeling on the tempo, and then from there it free falls basically.
Okay. So do you ever have like a feeling of like, I want this one to be in D flat minor because that just feels right? Or do you just kind of make a melody and then discover later what key it is?
I would just come up with a melody and then discover where everything goes after that.
Okay. Okay, I'm done grilling you.
Nah, you cool. If you got more questions, keep it coming. I'm a water fountain.
No, I like this too because I've always wanted to get into music production and how all of these little details work. So it's kind of cool to listen in on this.
Definitely.
Okay.
Anybody else got questions?
I'm sure I will, but
okay, so Mana.
Oh,
yeah.
One thing, just to let y'all know, I'm also on Spotify, YouTube, and iTunes. If you ever want to check me out, it's literally Lil K _19.
Yeah, see, he's already one step ahead of me.
Okay, well, he cut us out for the ending.
Oh no! Nah, it's just in case I forget. Because I have the tendency of doing that.
We'll get to that. But you know what? That brings me to a good point because I hit you up one night because Mono over here, would like to get his music out there, but I think he's also working on getting proper production to put his music out there.
Mm-hmm.
But how do you find it as a VIP putting your music onto Spotify? Is it accessible?
No, yeah,
are you using the little bit of vision that you have? Are you using voiceover? How are you doing?
Well, first of all, it really depends on where do you want to go to put it out, right? Because there's a whole bunch of outlets that help you put it out to Spotify, because you can't just like directly go to Spotify and put it out through Spotify. You have to go to the actual word. You got to go to another website in order for them.
Baby or something.
Yeah, you got to go to CD Baby, or you got to go to TuneCore. Personally, I use Reverb Nation so for them to send it out to Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, and the rest of the sites, because I forgot what they called.
Okay.
So you got to go through a third party in order to do it. There's no way to get it out directly, like talking directly through them.
Right. That also protects your music though, because it's one source with your copyright, and then other places can't use. I had that problem with a podcast. I featured a band and I got banned on YouTube, and I had to go to CD Baby, and the band had to go to CD Baby, and then I got whitelisted. So they really do protect your music that way.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Sorry. I love music. I love the production. I love all of the background to it. I'm not really good at making it.
That's all right. It's one of the things that I like to learn about too.
Technically, you're making it right now if you're the one that's holding down the production.
That's true. It's all an art form. That's for sure.
Because you're checking all of the levels and everything. It's actually, look, it's really more simpler than people think. It's to produce is a lot simpler than people think. It's something that you can pick up pretty easily. Well, for me, obviously, yeah. But it's tight. If you break it down and take it step by step, because, all right, let's say, I'm sorry to get off completely off topic.
No, do it. Kai and I are just fascinated at this moment.
Let's say to make a melody, right? You can honestly hear with 2 keys if they sound proper or not. You can literally tell the difference. From an A to a C, it sounds good. Let's say if you put an A and a B together, you're gonna hear that the tone completely sounds off. Right. You can tell. So literally, if you take it step by step and be like, all right, this sounds good, this doesn't. But let's say if I put this here and then bring this down, it sounds better. You already have a melody without even realizing. 4 notes can become a whole melody without you realizing. Yeah, actually, if you listen 4 notes, 4 notes is a melody.
Is a whole song.
Yep. And 4 chords too. And depending on the way you arrange those chords, you can also play a lot of different. You can go, People, I tell people that too. A lot of people don't realize.
These are a lot easier than what creating music is a lot easier than what people make it think.
Yeah.
The only thing that you really have to balance out is the way that you hear it.
Yes, that's true. That's very true.
It's the volumes. That's all you really got to balance out. Is volumes.
The vocals and the hook. You need a hook to keep people coming back and vocals that they want to listen to. But every other song is 3 or 4 tracks. You know what I mean? Like, the drums, the bass, the background, and then, the melody. And then there's somebody singing over it,
Yeah. And as long as you got all that balanced out, it sounds good.
I love that. I find myself going to a major or a minor chord instead of just using the keyboard as is because of what you were saying about matching notes. I find it easier in one of those. And I don't know what that means. To me, it's just an option, but I use major a lot. It simplifies the scales for me.
So
major is just like a high key.
Major, think of major and minor like happy and sad. Happy. Sad.
Oh, wow. Never thought of
like
that. One just sounds more grittier than the other.
Yeah, it really does.
Okay, so how do you feel about things like modal mixtures and suspended chords? Wait, hold on. Suspended chords. Can we talk about suspended chords? Because I love them.
Elongated?
What do you mean?
Like elongated, just...
Okay, like when you do like an E sus4 or something and you kind of build that out before you just resolve it to an E. You know?
I get
realize how nerdy this sounds, so I'm just
She's getting nerdy.
It's stretching one chord out ahead of another.
And
Well, because we're talking about major and minor chords, but then you have chords like suspended chords that don't necessarily have a major or minor quality, so you can resolve them to a major or a minor, which I love those chords.
See, okay, so I don't know the technical terms of anything when it comes to music like that, but I can play them.
Right.
Because so within Hawaii music, okay, for example, let's see if this is the right example of that kind of a chord.
I wouldn't call it a suspended, but I think that's like a 7 chord.
Yeah.
It's actually difficult to do with the guitar.
Yeah.
The last
chord just kind of hovers into the next chord instead
of like it's more that's more of a piano. That's more of a piano thing that you're able to do it with.
Right. With the pedals, right?
Oh, okay.
So it's basically a chord. Let's say it's C chord, right? extended to an E chord directly, that it just glides into it.
Mm-hmm.
So
that would be more of like a piano thing, because it would be harder to just glide right into that kind of a chord.
That's basically what that is. Yeah.
Okay. I'm thinking of the chords that can go right in between as a filler to your next chord, but it would still sound.
That's how I see suspended chords. Or like
okay,
a lot
see?
of guitarists do it. They'll, ham.
And see, and that's why I had said that, because there's a lot of chords that you can put right in between to
two major
enter
chords
into your next chords. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's, a lot of them do. What was I trying to say? Hammer-ons. That's right. Hammer-ons and pull-offs with their guitars.
Yes,
a lot of finger picking, which I know there was a TikTok about finger picking, and I feel attacked.
Also, you know what? Hold on. I'm gonna have to call Mana out.
Yeah.
Mana.
But I love the use of like 7 chords.
One of my favorite Mana TikToks.
Oh, please.
Which is the different types of ukulele players.
Okay, so that was the video when I first got on TikTok back in it was at the end of 2019 that went viral. The high school player the one who can only the one who picked up ukulele players just because of this song. What else did I put on there? The finger picker. The Hawaiian slack key ukulele player. What else did I put? I gotta go back and look at that damn TikTok. But yeah. So I just went over the various ukulele players that I've seen growing up. You have your high school player who just wants to play something basic. You have someone who wants to play Somewhere Over the Rainbow all the time. You have someone who takes it a little further, goes onto YouTube and learns how to pick. You have your traditional Hawaiian music players, so on and so forth.
I enjoyed that video was dope. I thought it was cool. I got made fun of. Ezric made fun of me. He was like, I bet you're the finger picker. I was like, dude, fuck you. Yes, I am. Like, leave me alone.
No, if you are, that's cool, because I don't know too many people who do that.
Like, I live in Kentucky.
Like to strum
Give
chords.
Me a break. Oh God. I will never
that one tweaked. That one tweaked.
Oh God.
Give me a melody, I could give you a beat. Why that sounded like SpongeBob?
There it is. I did learn that one.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it though, because if you know how to play your chords, and if you can also finger pick, you can play anything.
I say you drop me a melody, I drop you a flow, letting it go. You know that I'm back in my zone, the way that I got it. You know that I'm just turning up that nigga and grind it. I got a talent for flowing on anything, to be honest.
See, I can't do lyrics. I can't do lyrics for shit. So I'd like to know how you go about doing that.
I don't know. Literally, drop me a melody. Play whatever. Let me see if I can come up with something.
Ooh, okay.
I guess I'm back in the city. Making my moves, gotta get it. You know that we back and we winning. My money's stacking, I'm killing it. Okay, said I'm fucking too cold. Playing with me, I'm in my zone. I'm not playing, I'm back and I'm golden. You know that I'm floating. I'm just tripping. Matter of fact, I'm back and I'm getting it. Telling me just to go kill it there. You already know I'm winning it. Hey, trying to vibe, you know that we wildin'. Hey, back in my moves and you know that I'm shining. Hey, can I play with me? Too much of a beast. Flow too cold clean. Now, they don't understand I'm back in it. I'm making moves, yeah, go and get it. In New York, you know that I'm back and I'm killing it though. She already know I can let it go. I can let it go. I can let it go. Okay. You give me something fast paced, I let it flow too.
See, okay, that's something I cannot do. I cannot freestyle. But to answer the question on lyrics earlier, I take inspiration from experiences that I go through.
Me too. I literally do that too. Ah, man. It's fun. I feel like for me, like in general, just like throwing something together, it doesn't really matter how it sounds to me at the moment. I just let it flow. And I literally nitpick after whatever I say and just be like, okay, I think I could keep this, write it down, and just like go forward from there.
Okay, yeah. I have another question. Have any of you let your struggles as a VIP, visually impaired person, kind of like float into your music, into your lyrics?
Not into my lyrics, but
I know Kevin has a little bit.
I touched upon how I use music to help me as a visually impaired person.
And can you quote that line, or not off the top of your head?
What did I say? So as someone who's blind and has gone through a lot of shit in life, you know how music, we can use it as an escape, but also through the opportunities that music has provided for me, it's gotten me able to travel out on my own, take a plane for the first time, do things out in the community that I thought I would never do, interact with my sighted peers, who I thought I would never interact with, or even just as a thought I thought never would have happened. Music made me comfortable in getting myself out there. So I would have to utilize all of the skills I learned as someone who is visually impaired, to get to where I have to go as far as gigs and things like that. When it comes to reading music, I cannot. When it comes to listening and hearing things, which is something that all of us, most of the time do, that's how I go about music. I actually, no, I did put it in a song. I wrote a song titled Makapo Hula Girl, and I kind of described her movements as if I was describing it to someone who is blind, or from a blind perspective.
Okay.
I forgot about that song. I had written a song about a blind hula girl.
Wow. You're gonna have to find that for us on your TikTok and send that to us. Cause yes.
I don't even think I put it on TikTok yet.
Oh my God, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing?
Beef is only TikTok.
I know. But now, Kevin, I'll get it to you.
What?
You definitely have to do that. But Kevin, what's up? So I know it, I'm not sure if it was in the song Grindin' or Dreams. You did bring up, something about you being blind. And do you remember that line, and do you remember what brought you to it?
Do I remember that? To be honest, I don't even know what line you're talking about, because I'm blanking out on all of that. Hold on, give me a sec. Now you got me scalping. I sure hell don't remember. I don't remember if it would be on Grinding or Dreaming. Could it have been on DGF? No, I definitely wasn't on
Inspirations DGF. Beyond Disabilities. So when I was talking about how to write lyrics, I just write, or I use the voice to text to just spit out something I'm dealing with, and then later on, maybe a month later, I'll go back and try and make the sentences rhyme and the cadence fit, and then I'll just find a track and I'll just start singing the beginning of that, and then I'll be like, oh, where are those lyrics I had? And then I'll have to go and search for them. But it's a process for me. That's how I do it.
You know what I've done recently as far as lyrics go? I don't know if you guys have came across this, if you guys are on music TikTok, but you know how sometimes people will post up instrumentals for people to either sing over or
definitely know that,
rap over. So I'll feel the mood of the song, and whatever comes to mind, I'll try and I'll put it over that song. It's kind of a fun challenge to me.
Yeah, you spit out 10 words, but 5 of them match, and you're like,
Five of them
I
match, and then
I
it
got
turns
the
into like that
beginning.
whole video, and then you just
Yeah,
it'll come
look
to
at-
you
Listen,
through time.
You know who impressed me, and I'm mad TikTok took it down.
Oh my God.
Kai
Yes.
agree with me on this.
I will riot.
Jay.
Which, oh my
Jay.
God.
Hey,
Yes.
spitting them
I'm
bars.
so mad about that. Jay was
I was
killing
so, oh my God. He was, he
I
got
love
it.
that.
He was getting it, and I was like, what? Holy shit, where did this come from?
Yay.
I don't remember
You know,
if
he
it
was
was on Grinding
I
or
remember,
Dreaming.
I
I think it
remember
was
a
on
post.
Dreaming. Sorry about that. Continue.
No, you good. I was just gonna say, I remember a post that he had put up calling for musicians to comment and things just to see if we can get something going, but I never knew what happened after that.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything else about that.
Because I had commented about it, and I was just waiting to hear a response, but I never heard anything.
He's been very busy.
Yeah, he's got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, I can understand.
Busy man.
Yeah.
I think it was Can't Trust just dropped.
Can't trust this.
Can't trust
Oh,
this.
no.
I'm dead.
Oh no.
Nah. I literally just released a song called Can't Trust. But
nice.
it wasn't there. Let me see. I think it was I can't even
figure
drive.
that out. We're gonna continue talking.
I can't even drive. I'm too blind. So my brother pushes the whip so I can stay alive. Some shit like that. I don't really remember. It was something like that.
I like that.
That's clever.
Nice.
That is actually clever.
Clever. It's clever. If I can get a hold of him, I do know another person who has put lyrics into his raps about being blind.
I know it's something I can't even drive. I know my brother. I know it's something like that. My brother pushes the whip because I can't even drive. I know it's in between those two lines, somewhere around there. I know that for sure. Or it's probably in a come up verse. I don't know, somewhere around there.
I'll look out for it. I'll stalk your Spotify after this.
I know. Knowing you.
So, question for both of you: What is your favorite lyric that you've written, or what is your favorite line? What is like a bar that you wrote that you're like, that's the fucking one?
Damn, yo, I got so much of those. It's not even funny.
Ooh, that's hard.
I gotta say, it was my best bar. I would say it was actually on a freestyle. I think it was on Grinding. It was Grinding. It was like, you was my shit. I forgot it. How did I forget that shit so fast?
When you get on the spot, that's what happens.
Yeah.
Damn. Yo, Ezra, you don't remember the first verse on Grinding? Damn. Hold on. I got my YouTube.
Grind just to make sure my mom was fine.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Nah. That was a hook. That was the hook. That wasn't my favorite bar. Hold up. I'm pulling up the song right now. Luckily, I'm on my YouTube channel right now.
I'm trying to think of mine too, because I have.
It was. Yo, that melody sounds dope. Hold up.
Yeah, I like those chords a lot.
Hit me with 4 of those. He's over here trying to remember a whole song. I'm over here asking him to drop a beat.
Love it.
I don't know about like a bar, but that's one of the, at least my favorite original that I've come up with. Do that melody.
I love it.
But the
like a young kid making millions, and I ate all day with my gold chain in a private plane, running off of my princess. That was my favorite bar.
Take it.
And I ate swimming all day with my gold chain. That was my favorite bar.
I love when people mention chains in their raps because mine isn't gold, but I'm still like, yeah, what's up?
I still want one.
I actually. Oh, my fault. You could continue.
No. You good. I still want a chain. I don't know why, but I do. I want one.
I literally when I mentioned this, I was let me see what year this came out. 2019. No, this came out 2018. When I mentioned this chain, I haven't gotten that chain yet. I literally bought the chain that I mentioned in this song specifically a year later, and it's like it's a sentimental piece because I was like, damn, I wanted this chain since I was 11, and I'm like, yo, I finally got it. so the length of the chain, to be exact, is 24 inches.
What's the millimeter?
14 karat gold.
Ooh. Is that a Cuban or is that
yes? Is
that one made in Italy?
It's a Cuban link.
Nice.
And the piece, the bezel that I have on it is MR with angel wings on the side of it, and the whole thing is for the diamonds.
Oh, sick.
Okay,
I see you.
Okay,
it's
so
VVS.
I'm trying to get to your level.
So I had gotten a chain and I got it 24 inches, but my reasoning is stupid, and it's because of the line in that song that goes, "Is that your chain?" But 24 inches, that's how low I let it hang. And I was like, I want to get 24 inches. So I just want to know, is that why yours is 24 inches?
What is
No. See, the backstory to that chain was like, I actually have a backstory to it. I was one day, what was I doing? I think I was just sitting on my couch and I'm like, damn, yo, I really want a chain, but I don't know what to get. And I'm just like, shit, I want one. I said, fuck it. I designed the chain and I'm like, damn, yo, this is what I want because this is gonna be my record label. Since I forgot to mention this in my backstory. I was born premature. I was born
same.
I was born 5 months and 1 pound. So at this point in time, I'm literally not supposed to be alive. That's what everybody said, that I was supposed to die when I was 2. Actually, I passed through 3 heart attacks and complications. I ended up having a longer stay in the hospital. So I didn't come out until like I was 3 or 4, something like that. So fast forward, let's say 20 years, I'm like 23, 22, somewhere around there. I made the record label, which is Milagro Records, which is miracle in Spanish. So it's Miracle Records. I got the chain that says MR and it's diamond out with a crown on it. And the thickness of the length of the chain really doesn't have like a sentimental value for it. Like it doesn't really matter to me. But that does is the piece on it itself. That it reminds me that this is something that you said you wanted to do when you was 11 and you managed to do it at this point in time. Right now, I'm actually planning to get one more chain, which is gonna be, I think, forget about it. I lost my train of thought. So yeah.
See, I'm just thinking about chains.
I'm planning to get one more. I just don't know what it is yet.
So I don't know what it is about Hawaii and the quote unquote local boy look. T-shirt, shorts, slippers, a snapback or fitted, and a freaking gold chain. I do not have a chain.
Is that what you're missing?
That's all I'm missing. But yeah.
Now the value of this chain is, just don't do what I did. The value of this chain costs about almost $5,000.
I can imagine, because if is it a solid?
Yeah, it's solid gold. It's solid gold.
See, that's why.
Nah, it's in New York.
It's not plated. So if you're repping a solid chain, that's exactly why it's 5,000 versus a plated, usually over stainless. Not stainless, sterling silver. It's a lot cheaper, but
Nah, I made sure that it was gonna be. I actually wanted a 28. I think a 28. I wanted a 18 carat, but I was like, 24 looks better.
If only I had it like that.
Bro, but I was like, I accomplished it, man.
Right on. No, see, that's cool.
Congratulations.
I love hearing stories about people setting a goal like that for themselves and then actually reaching it. That's freaking cool to me.
Oh man.
Now, real quick, fellas, I gotta make like a door and dash. So I did want to say that it was super nice hanging.
Right
I'll tune
on.
in. So when you guys continue the show, I'll be watching live, but I'm gonna go ahead and yeet.
Okay.
Thanks for
Sounds
talking to
But
me.
I'm gonna
good.
do you a favor. I'm gonna ask them your famous question.
Okay.
Bye. Wait, what's the famous question? Oh God.
If they have a joke.
Oh well, this is an unsubscribe, so
I know, but I like how you end it, and you know what?
All
I want
right,
to see what Mana
Jason,
got. I
is it
really just
okay
want to
if
see what Mana got. I really just want to see what Mana got for us.
Well, that's Jason. This is his turf.
I don't know. I'm scared.
You scared? You don't got jokes?
Scared.
Not off the top of my head right now, no.
Oh, okay. Never mind. All right.
All right. Well, if you come up
like
with
a joint and
one,
roll.
all right, I'm gonna make like a baby and head out.
Sounds good.
I'm done.
Okay.
Damn.
Thank you for being here on Unsubscribe with Kai. We're going to resume Inspirations Beyond Disabilities now. Where do you want people to, Kevin, where do you want people to find your music? Where do you want them to go to discover you and everything that you are?
It really doesn't matter to me because I'm basically everywhere, to be honest. You can find me on Spotify, you can find me on iTunes, you can find me on Apple Music, you can find me on TikTok.
I gotta follow you, by the way.
You can follow me virtually everywhere. Twitch also, but I go Instagram. By a different moniker on Twitch. But yeah, all of my socials are virtually the same. The only thing that's different is my Instagram. Actually, no, I managed to get it. So it's virtually the same. It's Lil K _19. You can follow me everywhere, same platform. I mean, same name. On Instagram, it's just Lil K19 official. That's about it.
Nice.
Now, Mana, same question goes for Jewel.
So you can find me on all of your socials. I have a Facebook page for Mr. Makapo, MRMAKAPO. Same on Instagram at Mr. Makapo. Same on TikTok. I forget what my SoundCloud is, but when I find it, I will text it to Ezric so you guys can put it in the video description. SoundCloud is where I just put up homemade phone recordings of either covers or originals that I've done.
Hey, you're trying.
That's you.
It's something. It's me. It's raw. It comes from
it's genuine. Who gives a fuck? It is
exactly.
Does it sound like you're in a room?
I am in a room. I am in
you
my
know
room.
What? Damn. See, this is the responses I should have gave this motherfucker.
What? So you thought he was just in a closet?
Right.
You know what?
But no. So like, if you guys wanted to hear the type of music that I play, aside from all of the blind content that I put out on TikTok, check it out, Mr. Makapo. I have a bunch of Hawaiian music on there, island reggae music. I put up videos of me playing with the band,
music, and I love it.
Also, so I am also on YouTube where you can watch my musical journey thus far, but that's under a different name, Kala Blind. So capital KALA, capital BLIND. Kala was the first brand of ukulele that I played. Kala or kala also in Hawaiian means money. And I'm blind to all that money when it comes to music because I'm not doing it for that fame. I'm not doing it to become famous. And I don't want to get myself big-headed in that way. Blessings are an amazing thing. Opportunities are amazing. But that's not what music is about for me. It's about sharing this passion of mine with other people, my way of keeping Hawaiian language alive, my way of helping others through music. And that's what I see. That's what I want my music to be about, is a way to help others, a way to spread Hawaiian culture, keep it going, so on and so forth. But yeah, Colorblind on YouTube. I have videos of playing at Junior Sales Restaurant on there. I have videos of me playing with groups in Hawaii. Here in the Bay Area, I have a couple bands that I play with, that I have videos of various festivals and different events. So, come check it out if you want.
Now I have to ask.
Oh, also,
I've been talking to you.
Also,
what you gonna say?
One more thing, just a free plug. Makapo Kine, Kine, Tings, TINGZ.com is where you can find a couple of my merch items. I have face masks.
That's what I'm getting to.
I got face masks. I have 3 shirt designs. So the first one is a black shirt with a red, yellow, green Hawaiian tattoo design with the islands, and it has Mr. Makapo in the middle. The other 2 shirts, there's one with a picture of eyes that looks like they're winking at you. On the bottom part, it says Mr. Makapo in Braille, and it also has it in print. And then my final shirt is the Hawaiian island design with Mr. Makapo written in Braille, same in print. The cool thing about those last 2 shirts is that we're not screen printing. There's a method called strip blocking where the image is raised up off of the shirt so people can read it and feel the Braille. Just to make things a little more inclusive, yeah?
I have to ask this, and it's not like judging you or your quality or anything. I get shirts that are kind of similar to that, and that fades away over time. You think they're good? I don't mean to call you out. I'm just mad because somebody made a shirt for me that was kind of like custom made. I loved it to death, and it said, "Don't help me, just hug me." Because as blind people, sometimes we're tired of getting like unwanted help. I'd rather you just hug me.
Right.
But like, I was so mad that after like maybe a month or 2 months of having the shirt, the letters faded away.
Probably because you needed to be dry cleaned and not actually like washed.
No. So there's a way to keep your stuff going. I was advised, so with the picture image with the red, yellow, green Hawaiian tattoo design, you can put it in the washer, but hang dry that one. The other 2 shirts, you'll be fine. Those letters won't, as far as I know, they're not gonna fade out on you real quick. They're still be raised up off of the shirt so you can feel them. But when it comes to the first t-shirt, I would wash it and then hang dry it so it doesn't fade as quickly. Because I know that's happened to a couple of my older shirts too. Same with the masks. So the masks has Mr. Makapo written in print with that strip blocking method, and also the Hawaiian islands that people can feel. So yeah, that's just a little thing that I have going on the side in preparation for music. But I wanted to put something out there for people if they felt like they wanted to support me in some way.
Yeah, and I remember you saying that you putting out this merch was to help go towards you actually producing,
or building funds for studio time or equipment, things like that. My belief is that it'll all come in time. I at least I would hope it all comes in time. But this is just another step towards that goal.
Exactly.
Funny because
Now I have to ask, how much are these shirts?
So the shirts are $25 each. $5 shipping. $5.
Okay, so $30 shirt. I'm looking
$30. The masks are limited since I have a limited amount on hand as we speak. Those are $15.
Okay.
And if you're on that website, makapokaintings.com, my socials are listed there as well. So TikTok is listed. I believe Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. For those of you who are on Team iPhone, we have Apple Pay. So you guys can pay through Apple Pay.
No, I have to call you out on this. Is your website accessible?
Yes, it is. It is accessible. Yes, it is. And we have descriptions of the shirt underneath each option.
See, he doing big things.
Big things, man. Big things.
Yes, sir. So I had to make sure that was accessible for people to use. I had to make sure to add, a little description underneath each item so people have some sort of idea. Yes, exactly what it is.
Look at that. See?
That's what's up.
Now, before we close out, do you guys have anything you guys want to say to anybody? Just
just want to say, for those who are tuning in and who share the same love of music that we do, thank you guys so much for allowing us to speak to you guys today. As either independent musicians, as people who have a record label, or just working within this industry, because not a lot of people understand that music, although
it's a lot.
It doesn't seem like a lot. It's a lot.
It's a lot of work from
from
producing to writing to putting music out there to also promoting it. It's a lot.
It's one of the most time consuming, I wouldn't say jobs, but things that I've done in life. And especially because the pandemic hit a lot of us musicians, if not all of us musicians, super hard, since a lot of us have a living. A lot of us make a living just through music, just through pursuing our dreams.
Just from touring, actually.
Touring, it means a lot to know that people are still out there wanting to support
it
and consume it. Because especially during this time, music is something that people need. Music is something that should continue. That shouldn't be just put to the side. So thank you guys so much.
Beautiful. Can I just ask one thing now that you just made me think about it?
Mm-hmm.
How, because you're a performer. That's what you live for, low key.
I actually got one going on today.
I know.
Like 4 hours.
This is why I'm glad I asked you. I was like, hey, time. You're like, I'm good till 5. I was like, all right, perfect. But I know when this pandemic first hit, that shut down a lot of performances.
Yes, it did.
I'm sure you make a decent part of. Ignore the snowplow next, driving by my house. So, like, how did that affect your finances? Because I feel like a good portion of your finances comes
we got
from
hit.
Those gigs.
Yeah, it got hit hard.
I bet.
Let's just be real. A lot of us get something if whether you have a job or not, or whether you've applied for certain benefits. A lot of us get something every month. We all know that it's not enough to live off of. So music was an amazing thing that I've been able to utilize. But because, like you said, the pandemic hit, it kind of stopped all of that from happening. So I kind of had to either scale back on certain things, dip into savings. The amazing thing, though, is that as soon as the pandemic hit, a lot of us moved to streaming online. So a lot of people, I'm sure you guys have seen on Facebook through like a group such as Quarantine Karaoke, or if you follow certain artist pages on Facebook or Instagram, even YouTube, they'll stream from their specific channels and they'll have ways for people to send them tips. That was something that 2020 made very widely available and accessible to all of us. And that's what helped us get through this pandemic. Now that things are starting to open up and events are starting to be announced again, we're slowly getting back out there. But I feel like within hard times, we find any way that we can to get by. We'll utilize all of the resources that we have available to us. And that's where TikTok came along. That's why we met, was because of TikTok. That's where I would stream and go live and play music all the time, because I was able to reach a wider audience in order to share it with everyone.
Respect. Even, I've seen that even happen with like comedian performers. I don't know if you guys are familiar. I think Kevin knows of him. I'm sure Mana knows a little bit of him. The albino comedian Nathan Hurd.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that affected him too. You know.
Oh, I'm sure. Like anyone that deals
anybody
with
that performs like outside and make a living
like
off of shows, it definitely hit. Like actors also,
actors, whoever's not in like corporate, quote unquote corporate America. If you're doing acting,
if you can't work from home, this is literally what it is. If you can't work from home, it affected you 100%.
Yep, exactly. I agree with you. Exactly.
100%. But so it's been fun. It's been real. This has been a real big deal.
Look at you writing.
Yeah, I'm trying to I'm trying to compete because this one over here, he owes me a song.
Who?
You who?
I owe you a song. Oh shit, yeah, we do. We do gotta record a song before I get up out of here. I dead almost forgot. Yo. Yeah, I gotta take this kids to the studio. We gonna link up to drop a track pretty soon. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna cover that.
He's gonna make me sound beautiful, you know.
I'm gonna make him sound beautiful, more or less.
That's what I said. I didn't say I'm gonna sound beautiful.
Hey, remember when we said it's a lot of work?
Fuck no.
Yo, fat.
No, I'm kidding. Fuck, but yo, it's been fun, man. This thing has been fun. I hope that I get invited back onto the show again.
Definitely. Hit us with a goodbye. Hit us with a goodbye. Hit us with a little goodbye, ukulele. There goes my boy killing it.
There you go.
Beautiful. All right. Hopefully Jason came back. Did he come back? Jason, are you back?
He was hungry earlier. I don't know if he went to go get food.
He texted me, sorry, I'll BRB. And because he's the one who has this on record.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sure if we leave,
I was on mute.
Huh?
I was on mute. I was just listening to the song. Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. Actually, wait, Mana. Let me hear some reggae. Let me hear some Hawaiian reggae. Let's see what you got.
This is the longest wrap up ever, Ezric. And
I know.
I have a roommate waiting to build
a
wall. You know, that's why I wrapped up 20 minutes ago.
I know.
There's other people. There's other people. Yeah, that's why I asked you guys where they could find your stuff. I have a roommate that's waiting to build a wall for us to finish up, and so.
Let's get up out of here. Let's go.
I'm out. Shoot. Until next time,
guys.
That's the.
It's your boy signing off.
That's the warning you have to do for blind people. You can't wave your hand and do the wrap up signal.
Right. You guys have a good one.
I love you guys. Thank you for being here. I really love you guys.
It's your boy Lil K, and I'm gonna catch y'all guys later. Deuces.
Mahalo for Mr. Makapo.
Love it. All right. Thank you for being here.